check. There we go. What is up, Laker Nation? So happy to see you guys, man. Feels like forever. I know it's only been a week since the season ended, but so excited to come back with some interesting rumors and some playoff basketball talk, man. So I'm excited to come to you guys with today's video, man. As you guys can see in the title, Kawahi Leonard is all over the trade rumor mill, especially since he's out for the playoffs, due in partly to his decision to no longer want to play with the Spurs. So, oh my goodness, guys, I got something crazy to tell you guys. So it looks very plausible that the Lakers are going to pursue Kawahi Leonard, this summer. So that's crazy. How you guys doing today, man? Haven't seen you. Love you too, Combat. How you doing, bro? Crazy, right? So check this out. The reason I'm actually reporting these rumors, as you guys know, I try to make this as much of a credible channel as possible. And I only report on what I truly feel has some authenticity to it. And today I have to report this because Adrian Wojnarowski reported it. And so it's legit, guys. Kawahi Leonard might be a Laker this summer. And I hate to say it. As much as I love Kawahi, I hate to say it because I absolutely fell in love with this young core this season. And I did not want to split them up. But you know what? Let me tell you something, guys. It's going to be tough to pass up a trade simply because of what's in, what comes tied to it. Glad to see you guys too, man. How you been? So I believe two of the 4 or 5 pieces of the young core are going to have to be moved for Kawahi if this trade does go and happen. Like I said, I really don't want to do this trade, but I feel like Magic is going to try to hit not just a home run, he's going to try to hit a grand slam. Let me try to explain why. So, rumor has it that the Lakers are still interested in LeBron, Paul George, and want to trade for Kawahi to make it happen. How so? All right. If you guys look, everywhere LeBron goes, there needs to be free agents that sign there first, or players that get traded, like it happened with Andrew Wiggins back in 2014 when he got drafted by the Cavs. They traded him for Kevin Love in order to make that deal happen. So there's going to have to be some sort of premeditated move to bring LeBron. So this is going to be the hard part because Magic is here to hit a grand slam. He wants not just LeBron and Paul George, but he wants Kawahi Leonard too. He wants to have a big 3 of his own to win a championship right off the bat. And in order to land Kawahi Leonard, we all know that the Spurs are going to want 2 players from our young core. What 2? I have no clue. So I'm going to need you guys' assistance on this video, guys. Who do you guys rather move if you absolutely have to? I know, for my preference, I'd rather just sign whatever 2 max free agents and keep the whole young core. But if we absolutely had to move 2, what 2 would you make it happen, guys? Now, this rumor has a lot of authenticity to it because Adrian Wojnarowski has reported it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this video. You guys know I don't just make random rumor videos. But Adrian Wojnarowski has predicted about 80% of the actual trades that occur. So he has 100% of my respect, and I absolutely have to take him by his word. So like I said, they're going to want to take 2 of the 5. And my guess is they're going to want Brandon Ingram because he is basically Kawahi Leonard in the making, if not better. So they're going to want Brandon Ingram, and that's somebody I really don't want to trade. If I could only protect 3 players, all right, 3 players from our core, that would be Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Kuzma. If they want Julius in a sign and trade, we can make that happen. If they want Josh Hart, even because he's Spur material type player, as much as I hate to do it, we can make that happen. But I really don't want to trade any of the 3 I just mentioned. I really don't want to lose Lonzo because he's going to be somebody who's going to attract major free agents for years to come and who, superstars are going to want to play with. I don't want to lose Brandon Ingram because he's a prototypical type small forward. He's the new generation type, the ones that can handle, play point guard, the ones that can shoot and do a little bit of everything. And of course, you already know Kuzma is one of my favorite from the core. So yes, I prefer not to do it, but this looks like something is about to go down, guys. It's really starting to sound like the summer of 2010 in the making, right? And if you guys remember that summer, the Miami Heat went ahead and, signed LeBron. And I'm not sure if they traded for Chris Bosh or they signed him. I don't remember, but they made it happen, guys. And Every so often, these super trades happen. It happened with Boston as well. They went ahead and signed Ray Allen and traded for KG. So we now play in a league, unfortunately, where superstars don't want to come unless there's already a star there with a foundation or the potential of 2 or 3 meeting there. So that's why I'm bringing you guys this video, because it's very interesting to hear Adrian Wojnarowski saying we're going 100% for Paul George and LeBron. And in order to make that happen, Kawhi Leonard's looking very plausible. Also, multiple sources and GMs are reporting that the Lakers are going to go ahead and pursue Kawhi head on. These guys don't just report random stuff. Sometimes they do if you hear about 1 or 2, but if it's multiple, they know something we don't. They all have conversations behind the scenes. It might happen, guys. However, like I said, if I'm San Antonio, who am I asking for? I'm asking for the top players in this core. I'm asking for Kuz or Brandon Ingram, if not both, and Lonzo. I'm asking for, that's what they're going to be asking for. We're going to have to pump the brakes and have to play hard ball and say, look, this is what you can get. You can get one of the 2 in the core, a draft pick, and a good asset for the future. I really want Magic to pull off magic. That's what's going to happen in order for us to keep the majority of the young core. I do, however, can see this, guys. Love Lonzo Ball. Again, I don't want anybody traded, but if you had to get rid of one player from the core that has a lot of trade value, it'd probably be Lonzo. And then you could play Brandon Ingram or LeBron at the point guard. So you wouldn't really be losing too much, even though Lonzo's a lot more suited for the future, right? So Lonzo would be somebody that they'd be interested in. And maybe we can do like Lonzo and Julius, since Kuzma could play the 4. And then you don't really miss too much. I mean, think about it. You could have Brandon Ingram or LeBron at the point, shooting guard Paul George, small forward Kawhi Leonard, power forward Kuzma, and pick your poison at center. So that could very well happen. However, if I'm the Spurs, I'm sure they're going to want Brandon Ingram and or Kyle Kuzma in that package. So, man, it's going to be crazy, guys. It's going to be nuts this summer. Something's going to go down. I just feel it. It's just when Adrian Wojnarowski reports stuff like this, he's not just talking out of his backside. This guy's legit. We all know that. Woj bombs. He's always dropping them. So this could be the start of something real special or something really disappointing. I pray to God we don't give up too much. We can't give up two of these players in any way, in any combination. We can't give up of our 3 young pieces that I mentioned, Lonzo, Ingram, and Kuzma. We cannot give up 2 of those. Maximum can only be 1 of those. And I pray to God that if it is one, I'd rather it be Lonzo, simply because, like I said, LeBron can play point. Brandon Ingram can play point. They can alternate there. So we would still be able to have that core intact. But yes, I do prefer to keep the core and just add on to there. I mean, do we really need Kawhi? The only explanation to why we would need Kawhi is LeBron James, honestly. But I'd be happy with just signing Paul George and letting these guys have another year of continued development. And, I think they're going to make it to the playoffs next season for sure, barring any injuries. So, man, but what do you guys think? I'm going to head over to the comment section, answer a couple of questions. Who would you guys prefer? What combination, if you had to? Like I said, if I had to pick a combination, it'd be Julius Randle, since Kuzma could play the 4. And I'd include something else, man, like a first-round pick and maybe Zubats or something like that, if possible. If the maximum package I'd offer, if that's not going to go through, it's going to be Lonzo and Julius, again, because we can replenish those positions with the current players we have on the roster. Like I said, Brandon was spectacular at point, so that could happen. And also, Kuzma could start at power forward if needed be. So that's all I'm saying, guys. That's the biggest package I'm offering if necessary. But still, man, I would rather not. I would rather keep the core. I think Lonzo's going to be special. I think we saw a glimpse of what Julius is becoming already. And I don't know, man. I'd rather not. But yes, I do understand that Kawhi is the absolute superstar. I do understand that one trade could lead to a super team. Like I said, if we trade for Kawhi, that could be the beginning of something really special. If Paul George and LeBron come to join forces with Kawhi, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Kuzma, it's game over for the league. They're winning the next 3 to 4 championships, barring any injuries. So that is the ultimate goal, and I'd be cool with it. I back Magic 100%. I'm sure they're going to do what's in the best interest of the franchise. But we have to play hard ball and not give up too much. That's the key for me in any trade. And yes, like I said, I agree with you guys. I want to keep the whole core. All right, I'm hitting up the comment section because I could flap my gums all day long, guys. We got a lot to talk about, by the way. I want to talk about the playoffs as soon as we're done with this topic, so stay right here. Keep it locked. All right, this guy said trade Ingram in the pick, Dang and Hart for Kawahi, and sign LeBron and PG. Ingram, the pick, and Hart, that's hard, man. That's a lot. You're giving up a lot right there, but, I mean, that is possible. That sounds like a fair trade package for – in the Spurs' opinion, you know, because they're giving up a superstar. So, yeah. LeBron is old and Kawhi isn't be all, end all. I agree with that 100%. But, I mean, just having the prospect of having those three superstars together would be a little bit scary for the rest of the league. So, I wouldn't be opposed to it. However, like I much prefer, you know, building through the young core, keeping them all, and then, you know, adding at least one star now and one next summer. That's my preference. But if anything's going to go down, Adrian Wojnarowski is always going to be the first to report it. So he's on to something. Dan, we can trade Ingram and the pick, but not Brandon Ingram. Oh, you mean Andre Ingram? Oh, okay. My bad. I misread that. Yeah. Nah, man. They're going to want a lot more. Trust me. You crazy, my boy. I really respected your opinion, but Lonzo isn't going anywhere. Again, that's not that's not something I prefer. Again, I'd rather keep Lonzo. But I'm thinking if I'm San Antonio, they don't really have a point guard of the future. I know they like their young kid they have right there. I forgot his name, but he's defensive minded. He's not really Lonzo type. I'm just telling you what I feel like the Spurs are going to want. They're going to want either one of the three core players, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, or Kuzma included in the package. I'm just letting you know, man. Oh, for sure, Rex. How you doing, bro? Thank you for listening, brother. I don't think you can attach any other players with a sign and trade. It would have to be only Randall. Oh, okay. I mean, that would be preferable, 1-for-1 and maybe a draft pick, but I don't know. I haven't checked out the rules. Keep the core, get PG-13 for now, and get Kawhi next summer. That is definitely my number one option. But again, I don't run the Lakers, guys, so I'm just don't shoot the messenger here. I'll make this video because I think it's something that's probably 75% chance of it happening. If the San Antonio Spurs do decide to trade Kawhi, then we have probably the most assets besides Philadelphia to offer up. So, yeah, I can see something like that happening. And by the way, Kawhi added the Lakers to his list as a preferred destination. So, yeah, that again, signs are pointing this way. We'll see. Dang, Hart, picks, and Kuzma. Don't want to give up Kuzma at all, but again, if it happens, you know, it is what it is, man. Magic knows what he's doing. Dan, I'm not trading any of our core for Kawahi. I understand it, Michael. 100%. I'm right there with you, but I feel like Magic feels if we can land Kawahi, then we can land, LeBron and Paul George. So essentially, you'd be trading some of the core young players for 3-star players. So, you know, you can't have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. But yeah, I agree. If we can just build around those guys, that's much better. That's a much better long-term option for us, you know, as fans and as a franchise moving forward. Celtics honestly have the most too, but if that's not one of Kawhi's preferred destinations, then he can just leave in free agency the next summer. So they wouldn't be willing to give up too much. Again, whoever Kawhi goes to is probably going to end up being a sign and trade. Or an extension signed right away after the trade, something like that. Kawhi wants to leave now, not next year. Yeah, but I'm talking about, when I say next year, I'm talking about to start the season. So, yeah, something might happen this summer. Magic said Lonzo better work his butt off this summer. Yeah, yep. So he's obviously somebody that they have a microscope on, right? For sure. Jesus, man, it's my pleasure, brother. Hart and Dang plus a second round for Kawhi. Yeah, that would be a dream scenario for us, but it'd be a nightmare scenario for the Spurs. Anytime you look at a trade, you have to think what they're going to want. And I really don't feel that package is even going to get the phone to stay attached to the cord line. So pretty much they would hang up right away, man. You think the Celtics have a better chance to pick up Kawhi? I doubt it, man. Yeah, they have the pieces. But like I said, if that's not somewhere he wants to go, remember, he is from Cali, and he might want to come home as well. So if that's not somewhere he wants to go, then it won't happen. But if he includes it in the list, yeah, Boston could always include Jason Tatum, some draft picks and a couple of other players. So yeah, that could definitely happen. I wouldn't trade Kuz, Ingram, or Lonzo for Kawhi. 100% agree with you, bro. But I just have a feeling that it's going to happen. One of those are going to have to go if the deal gets done, unfortunately for us. Because as fans, we just fell in love with those three. And really Randall as well. He added himself to the core. But I think Randall would be a little bit more expendable than those other three. Dan, the Vegas Golden Knights have bandwagon fans? Oh. Let's just play the free agent market without giving up any of our young pieces. 100% agree with that. But Adrian Wojnarowski reported it, man. That means that there's some real truth to this. I mean, they're really looking hard at Kawahi, and that's something that might actually come to fruition. You're not buying any of the rumors? I don't normally buy the rumors, but when Adrian reports, it's pretty much legit, man. It's not so much of a rumor as much as something they've heard from our front office or from, I don't know, man. It's legit. The haters just don't want us to be great again, Dan. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, we're going to have haters always trying to keep you down because we are the most dominant franchise, in NBA and sports history. If LeBron comes, do you think we keep Luke? Maybe. I mean, it sounds to me like the Lakers are sold on Luke 100%. So, yeah, that's probably somebody they're going to keep around. But, LeBron pulls the strings. And that's what irritates me about LeBron. Everywhere he goes, it's like you have to lay out the mat. You have to lay out the carpet for him to step on. Like I said, he never goes to Miami had they not traded for Bosh. I think they traded for him, if I'm not mistaken. Or had they not signed Chris Bosh as well. So he wouldn't have went to Miami, and he wouldn't have came back to Cleveland had they not traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. So he likes to play GM, coach, and everything. You just never know. He's unpredictable, and it's tough. Love you too, Brian. How you guys doing, man? Good to see you guys. Feels like a while, man. It feels like an eternity. I know it's only been a week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content I've been dropping. Got a lot more to come. Dan, I do not want LeBron because bandwagon Laker fans will come with him. That's one way of looking at it for sure. But you gotta think, if you add LeBron with all his drama, with all his personality and everything, there is some, upside to that. And the major upside is you become a contender immediately. And he doesn't seem to be slowing down, even though he's 33. He's going to be 34 by the time he plays for us. So I don't know, man. This guy, he's very talented. But, yeah, it's tough. Thanks, Olsen. I appreciate you, bro. Dan, lineup of Zoe, PG, Kawhi, Kuzma, and Boogie. That would be insane, but you forgot LeBron. The whole purpose of this is that LeBron would come if we already had a superstar. So, but I feel you. That would be sick. Hey, what's up, LA Forever? How you doing, bro? We talking rumors. By the way, we're about to shift gears and talk about the playoffs. Have you guys been watching the playoffs? Some series have been extremely good, and some have been a little disappointing. What series do you guys like the most? I mean, I'm enjoying watching this Thunder versus Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell is giving it to them, man. He's a special young rookie, and he's going to terrorize the league for years to come. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What a deep, talented draft this has been. Also, the other series that I'm really interested in is the Indiana Pacers versus the Cavs. And also the 76ers versus Miami Heat. Those are probably the three best ones. I just don't know which way they're going. So it could go either way. Pelicans surprising people. Oh, my goodness. Drew Holiday is killing it, guys. And I had him on our list of free agents we should pick up last season. I made two videos. One, if we kept the pick, and one, if we lost the pick. Had we lost the pick and we don't draft Lonzo, I had Drew Holiday up there as one of my top guards because of his potential. I knew he has all-star potential. He showed it in Philadelphia, and when he's healthy, he's a terror, man. And look, he's becoming one of the better two-way players in this league. So I love what he's been doing in the playoffs, and it's been fun to watch. Anthony Davis, we already know what he could do. Killer. Dan, these mock drafts are all over the place. I saw Troy Brown falling to us. Yeah, you can really, you just never know with mock drafts. The reason I have Mitchell potentially falling to us, with my number one overall pick, with 25th pick that I dropped on my video, is because you just never know with the mock drafts. I looked at a couple of teams that go before us. They already have centers of the future, so we could just end up getting that guy. I'm telling you. I can't wait for the draft this season. I'm coming live to you guys during the draft. Coming live. Yeah, I pray for Mitchell too. I'm telling, if we get him, he's the answer to so many prayers, dude. He's gonna clog up the lane. He's gonna protect the paint like we haven't had that kind of rim protection since Andrew Bynum. That's how far back it goes. So pretty much, yeah, he's gonna clog up the lane. It looks like he has the ability to stretch the floor. He's probably raw still, but I think somebody we could really develop. Dan, you making a video for our second round pick? Yeah, man, I'm just waiting. As soon as I get 300 likes on that other video, I'm going to go ahead and drop it because I haven't had time anyway, so it gives me a little bit of time to organize myself. But, yeah, I want to drop one for the second round pick as well. So drop a like on my first one if you liked it, man. And as soon as I get 300, I'll start working on that other one. It takes me a whole day to develop these videos, so I really have to make time to drop them, you know. But I'm glad you guys liked it. Shannon is becoming a Laker fan. Is that Shannon Sharp you're talking about? Man, there's going to be so many Laker fans because our core is special, and that's exactly why we don't want to trade them. But we'll see what happens, man. Sometimes you got to give up something good to get something great. So appreciate you guys too, man. Just make sure and drop a like for sure. And as soon as I get to 300, I'm definitely dropping that sequel, you know, the second round pick. I'm already working on some other videos. I got content all summer long, man. I'm just trying to make it feel shorter, you know, between the gap that Lakers stuff happens and it's nothing. By the way, these playoffs would have been nuts with the Lakers in it. I would have loved to watch them. But so far, my predictions are pretty on point. I said I believe Houston is going to make the finals, and they look pretty much like a force. And also, I thought Cleveland was going to make it out of the East this season. So far, that's all on point. And we'll see what happens, man. I can't wait. Pelinka and Magic are patient. I'm not worried about unnecessary trades. They are very patient. However, remember when Magic first got here, he said he's here to hit home runs with free agents. And they also said we could actually land stars through trades. So what we're talking about it isn't, you know, what we're talking about right now is not out of the realm of possibility. And now that Adrian has come forth and reported this, then it just makes it that much more likely. So just keep an open mind, guys. I'm just as attached as you guys are to the young core, but you got to look at the bigger picture. If we do land those three superstars, we're not going to be mad at all. Even if we lost the young core and we're going to miss them, we're not going to be mad. Imagine having Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James, and two or three of these young core players moving forward. Oh, man, we're going to terrorize the league. I don't care what conference we're in. They might have to make a whole new conference just for us, guys. So pretty much we're going to be in a league of our own, and anything's possible. So I have an open mind. However, I just pray to God we don't get rid of one of the three core players. That's what I'm praying for. But if it happens, so be it. As long as we do land those three superstars, because if we don't, let me tell you something. If we go ahead and trade either Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, or Kuzma in a package and only bring back Kawhi and end up missing out in free agency on Paul George and or LeBron, then I'm going to be disappointed. That's the only way I'm disappointed. But other than that, it could all happen. It could all go down. We need Paul George, Dan. Do you think he's coming? I do. I believe he's coming, man. Just look at his body language out there with Russ. They don't seem to be clicking. I know. Off, on the camera, they seem to have good chemistry and all that. But I really think he's so much better suited to be in the purple and gold and bring this franchise, back to glory. A lot of people were just destroying him before the playoffs started, talking about he's not even that great. This is what I was talking about, guys. Playoff Paul George is so much better. This is when he shines, when you need him. He's a clutch performer. He had a 36-point game in his first game, and he was shooting lights out. That's somebody you can never put enough value on. I saw what he did in Indiana, and him going through a slump it's not going to fool me into thinking he's not a good player. So we have to just be more objective and take a step back. All players struggle. So PG is the real deal, man. If we get him, even if we just land Paul George and don't trade nobody, that is something I prefer because Paul George is the real deal. Lakers have to give up a lot for Kawhi. I already know, bro. I already know, but I'd rather not, man. I really rather not. I don't think Kawhi is the player everybody thinks he is. Yes, he is. I can't really talk bad about Kawhi. His game is insane, but Kawhi by himself will not get us a championship. Kawhi and LeBron maybe will get us close, but I still feel like we would need that third option. That's why Paul George is crucial. Also, we need a bench. As you guys are finding out, benches are crucial. I mean, look at what Toronto is doing with a good bench this season. I still believe they're a pretender because of DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. I just don't trust them. In the playoffs, they seem to disintegrate, even though they've done good the first 2 games. But, I mean, they could prove me wrong. If they start stepping up, then, hey, go for it. I wouldn't mind watching Toronto in the finals, seriously. But benches are crucial for the playoffs, and that's why I feel the Lakers, you don't want to gut the team for just superstars. You want to make sure you keep some good core young players, to come off the bench and do some work as well, man. I don't make the Nash Howard trade mistake, Magic. Oh, don't make the Nash Howard trade. Well, Dwight Howard had no heart, all right, and he didn't even want to come here in the first place. So that's the difference. And Steve Nash was done. So even if he does make this trade, it's not going to be the same trade mistake. But I understand your point. So I'm right there with you. But still, this is going to be a different monster. I think these guys would absolutely get us to the finals right away. Similar to what the Rams are doing in the offseason. It looks like the Lakers are going to have a similar offseason, whether it be through free agency only or through trade and the combination of free agency. But yeah, guys, the playoffs have been interesting. Everybody was jumping on the 76ers wagon when they whooped the Heat in the first game. But I was telling my brother, man, they're unexperienced, and without Joel Embiid, anything's possible because we all know what Wade can do in the playoffs. Dwayne Wade, I mean, I think it was a mistake for the Cavs to let Wade go. They should have kept him for the playoffs. And I think they're going to really miss his veteran leadership. But Miami is going to benefit from it. And I think that's going to be a series that might go to 7 games unless Joel Embiid comes back. But other than that, they're basically not. I feel like the 76ers are right now where the Lakers were when they first acquired Kobe and Shaq. They were making it to playoffs and being competitive, and they looked like the future, but they didn't have the playoff experience to get over the hump. So that's what I think is going to happen to Philly. I feel like if Philly gets past this round, they're going to be a 2nd or 3rd round exit for sure. It's still very impressive because they haven't made the playoffs in years. So, shout out to them. They're doing work. They drafted really well, and that's going to be us in the future. Except we're gonna kill it and win the ring, guys. This Sixers team will win a ring, barring any more injuries because Joel Embiid continues to get injured. So if they can stay healthy and add some more pieces, yes, they can definitely be competing for rings in the future. But they still got a little bit of ways to go. Don't ever compare Kobe Shaq era to Philly. I'm just comparing them into what stage they're at. Of course, they're in the East. We were in the competitive West. So, yeah, there's no comparison. But still, they're right there. They're right there, man. They're getting better, and they're young. All they need is playoff experience. And right now, Miami has a little bit more of that because of Wade and some other veterans like Dragic. But Dtlf at work. It's a good day for sure. Isaiah, how you doing, bro? Dan, they can get us to the finals to do what? Beat the Warriors? You have to be patient, Dan. Philly waited, and you see where they are reaping the fruits, which shows we just need 2 stars around the court. I agree. 100% I agree with you. I'm just saying I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if the trade goes down. But, yeah, it would be disappointing to let go of the young core pieces. I really don't want to. But don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting based on Adrian Wojnarowski, man. I am very patient. I'm willing, like I said, if you've been listening to this video, I said this. I'm willing to wait for this young core to develop and just add from there. First time seeing a live show, we got to get Kawhi. Difference of opinions, man. Everybody, some people are going to want this super team. Some are going to want the young core and then adding to that. I'm on the B side. I want to keep the young core and add to it. If we can add Kawhi in 2019, that would be a lot more preferable. But I understand sometimes you have to jump on opportunities. They don't come around. If another team trades for Kawhi, they could lock him up. So I get it. But let's see what happens. Doing great, my man. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks, Isaiah. I'm doing great, bro. I just I went to orientation this week, and I've been busy, making videos for you guys. I went to orientation at Amazon, and I got the job. So I'm super hyped. Passed the test and everything, so super excited, man. I'm gonna keep myself busy all summer long, dropping content for you guys, keeping you guys updated, all while working my 2 side jobs as well. So I'm happy, man. I'm blessed. Thank God. Thanks, Showtime. Appreciate you, bro. You said we need to stay how we are going after Boogie and George. Thank you guys. So kind. I think Boogie's not an option at this point anymore, man. I feel like we're going after LeBron and Paul George. Those are the two guys we're going after in free agency and through trades. Like you guys already know, it's going to be Kawhi. But I'm really, you know what? My hope is that the Spurs reject any offers from the Lakers and hold on to Kawhi another year and try to make it work. We end up snagging him in 2019. We don't give up nothing, and we add stars this summer. That's the holy grail for me, but we'll see what happens. Dan, I want to work for Amazon. How do I go about that, Dan? You apply at amazonworkforce.com. They always show you what buildings are hiring, and you can schedule an appointment for an orientation and an interview, and then go from there, man. It's very simple. They're always hiring, especially around peak, like around September-ish. But yeah, you could always apply for it, man. It's a pretty chill job. I can't wait for my opportunity, and I'm going to make the most of it. What do you do for Amazon? You unload trucks, you scan packages onto pallets, you build and wrap pallets. Also, it's hard work. You have to you be able to walk from 8 to 10 hours a day, and you have to be able to lift at least 50 pounds, you know, and heavy boxes and stuff. You'll be moving TVs, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you do at Amazon. Quick little rerun. You also, you know, you do everything, man. You ship it out to people, and you know, you pack the items in the boxes. You pick them. There's different jobs, so they tell you what you do. You have daily assignments, and you go off of that, man. You give them what they need. Aaron Gordon is just another Eric Bledsoe, decent player shining in a trash team. I agree with that. I like Aaron Gordon. I just don't want to throw any max money his way. Definitely not. I think we have the better power forward in Julius, if that's the case. Kawhi and this championship team, Kawhi can play 4 positions. LeBron is old. George is not even nearby Kawhi. Piece from Romania. Well, LeBron is old, but he doesn't seem to be slowing down. He might have a year or two more of elite basketball. So that's going to be our window. Probably like 2 years. And if the young core keeps improving, then we're going to have a longer window. But I understand what you're saying. Paul George now. Don't never disrespect Paul George, man. The only reason Paul George was not in the finals was because of LeBron. So having him on the same team as LeBron and Kawhi is going to be a terror for even the Golden State Warriors. By the way, I feel like the Warriors era is about to end. I feel like they're dominant. As soon as KD leaves that team, or you know, whatever happens there, they break up. That era is going to end, man. I don't see them, you know, staying together for the next 5 or 6 years like people predict. So there's going to be an opening for the new best team in the league, and if the Lakers trade for that core, we might just become that. My biggest fear is to lock up injured Kawhi Leonard while letting Spurs develop Ingram for the next decade. That is a good fear to have. I agree with you, man. That's why, to me, it's better not to do the trade. Thanks, Miguel. I appreciate you, bro. LeBron just dropped 46 yesterday and is still barely won by 3. That's because his team is not that deep. They messed up by making a trade. The players they brought in return, I love Clarkson, love Larry Nance, but they're not playoff ready. You see, they're not really making an imprint in these games yet. So they were barely getting their feet wet, basically, playoff-wise. And as far as LeBron, he's going to have to do that. That's why I don't predict he'll get to the finals again, because he's going to be tired by the time he gets to the semis, if he makes it there. So, yep, pretty much I don't see him making it back to the finals. Mark my words, the Warriors are going to blow through the Rockets. No way. That at least goes to 7 games if they're all healthy. But I think this is the Rockets' year. If the Rockets ever have a window, it's now that Steph Curry is injured right now. And they're having their best probably year since they last won a championship with Clyde and all those guys. So this is their window, and I think the Rockets are going to get past the Warriors this year. I really do. The Spurs are not going to let Kawhi go free next year. If Kawhi doesn't sign an extension, he will get traded. I agree with that. But that's a risk I'm willing to take as a Laker fan. If he goes elsewhere, I mean, like somebody said in the comment section earlier, he's not the be-all, end-all. You know, we don't absolutely need him to win a title in the future. I think Brandon Ingram's going to be that, if not better. And I think the combination of him, Kuz, Lonzo, you know, Julius, and maybe a max or 2 free agents can do a little bit more damage in the future. So we just got to give these kids time, in my opinion, and let them continue to grow and just build on that. That's the real blueprint for long-term success. If you make a trade for LeBron, Paul George, and Kawhi, and it doesn't work out, then all of a sudden you have to start from scratch again, the rebuilding phase. So we're already past that. We're already past the rebuilding phase. So now we just have to stack. You know, we have to keep stacking. It's like Tetris. You just got to keep stacking until you reach to the top. You know. Not James. He cries and whines. Yeah, a lot of people don't like LeBron, but one thing you have to respect is his talent. That's all I can say about LeBron. I dislike his personality as well. I know he tries to portray himself like a class act and all this, but yeah, I hate the way he always complains on the court and he just gets ticky-tack fouls. Like I told a friend of mine, if LeBron comes, he better bring the refs with him because we're going to need all of that. These Supermax deals might cause teams to trade superstars like Boogie got traded. Yeah, probably. It's going to be an interesting summer, man, and it's going to decide our future for years to come. Like I said, we have options. We actually have options. So it's always good to have options. We weren't even in the conversation when Mitch and Jim were at the helm. So it's good that we're in these conversations, you know, with people reporting that we're likely to land superstars. That's always a good thing because that means that LA cachet has returned. That means that we are, again, the prime destination for free agents. And even, you know, trade candidates want to land here. So that's a good thing, man. We're back. We're relevant again, guys, and we're going to only keep going higher and keep getting better as far as a franchise goes with Magic and Rob at the helm. That's why I trust them, and whatever they decide to do, I'm going to back it 100%. However, if they give up too much, I will be disappointed because I think they're better than that. I think they're smart enough. Every trade they've done thus far has set us up for success now and in the future. So that's pretty much what we got to do. If we do another trade, we have to keep the major pieces of the young core while getting these superstars, and that's going to be hard to do because when you showcase players like Kuz, Ingram, and Lonzo, you know, Julius, that's who the teams are coming after in any trade packages, you know, especially for a superstar. So, Dan, are you worried about Lonzo's shot? I'm not worried. I mean, if Ricky Rubio could develop a jumper, anything's possible. So I think Lonzo already has a good jump shot. He just got his feet wet in the NBA this season, and I think next season he'll be better built for the long NBA season and mentally prepared, and as well as I expect him to put in the work this summer. So I think we'll be just fine. Dan, I'm tired of rebuilding. Just keep the core. Yeah, I'm tired of rebuilding too. But, you know, in every era, you're going to have to go through it. Thankfully, we're already done with that. But still, I agree. We do need to keep the core and add. That's my number one option. Dan, I thought the Lakers were a hot destination spot because of our young core, not because we can trade a young core that these stars want to play with our core, not replace them and carry random scrubs. Yeah, well, you're not trading away your whole core. That's for sure. You're going to be able to keep at least 2 of those or 3 of those. So, yeah, the ones that free agents want to come play with are Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Kuzma. That's who I feel are the 3, maybe even Julius. But you're going to have to give something up, I mean, if you are going to make the trade. I agree, though. I'd rather just keep the young core and stack and add, you know. I'm actually enjoying the gradual improvement. So am I. And I know it's tough to watch sometimes, but, you know, the payoff is so much more rewarding. Hey, Deshaun Taylor, thank you, brother. I haven't seen a donation in a while. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. He said, if we trade Kawahi, it has to be a sign and trade. Exactly. I agree with you because if we're not going to give up a lot of pieces just to get a 1-year rental. It does have to be a sign and trade, very similar to what the Houston Rockets did with James Harden, right? They traded for him and signed him to an extension. So, yep, that's definitely it. Hey, Dan, how we doing, fam? So hyped to see this video go up. Doing good, Thomas. Just got my my 3rd job, so I'm excited, bro. I'm going to keep myself busy, dropping content for you guys all summer long, as well as working. So I'm super hyped. He said, Dan misses my donations. Yes, I do, Jesus. Keep them coming, bro. It's been tight. No, I'm just playing, guys. But, yeah, anything you guys donate, it's always well appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate you, boss. Dan, can you see a sign and trade with Julius? So we trade Julius Hart and a pick for Kawahi. I would hate to trade Josh Hart, but that would be much more preferable than than trading Lonzo or Ingram or Kuzma. So yes, I'm not sure if that's an option, but that would be something I would consider if I'm Magic and Rob. They have to find a way around trading, those three from the core. And no, I didn't just do the James Harden cooking dance. For those of you that thought I did that, I'm just saying, like, damn, Dan, you have 3 jobs. Basically, I mean, I don't consider this a job, but it does require a lot of my time and hard work, with my editing. And sometimes it even takes me a whole day to drop a video, like the draft one I dropped and the grades one. So it takes a while to edit. Those of you that edit already know. Some of you guys are a little more advanced, so you do it a little bit quicker, but it still takes time. That's one job. I also do DoorDash on the side, and I'm not going to start working at Amazon. So yeah, that's pretty much 3. Hey, Dan, I'm watching you in class. That's what's up, Anthony. That's what's up. Tell the teacher I said what's up, man. It's all about knowledge. You better be learning something, bro. You're the future, Anthony. Spurs don't even pick up. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, if I'm San Antonio, like I said, I want 1, if not 2, of the young core pieces because they are giving up a superstar. So, and I do mean super because he's a 2-way player. But I still believe that he is a system player. That's just me, though. I might be wrong. If we do get him, I can't wait to see what he does for us. But I'm not sure he's going to give us the same kind of production. And who knows, coming off an injury as well, how healthy he can stay. So they value Kawhi is right now low due to injury, the value of Kawhi. Okay. No team is going to give too much for him. I hope that's the case because if not, if we give up a lot, man, it's going to be disappointing. Swisky, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man, with the $10 donation coming through in the clutch. Appreciate it. He said, thanks for the year, Dan. Here's to many more. Hashtag Lake Show. I like that, man. Appreciate you, bro. By the way, if you guys already haven't, check out his channel. He makes interesting videos. They're not basketball related, but man, his camera work is top notch. I only can dream of eventually getting my quality up there. So that's inspiring, Swisky. Thank you, bro. You said trade Andre Ingram for AD. Andre Ingram. That's funny, man. I'm hoping this kid lands a roster spot. I really like what he did. I would even bring him back as a role player for sure. Dan, would you trade Andre Ingram? Yeah, I would trade him. I mean, but we have to get something good in return. But we don't even own his rights right now, so we can't trade anybody. He's a free agent. Dan, did you see OKC choked in Game 2 versus Utah? Oh, yeah. I can't wait for the Utah to go 3-1 on them, and it's a wrap for PG and send them to the Lakers. Yeah, and you know what? That series is a lot closer than people think. I think it might go 7, bro. But it would be ideal if the Jazz could, handle their business at home. Then I think the series will be over. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, Donovan Mitchell is an absolute stud. Rest in peace to Pop's. Rest in peace to Pop's wife. Yeah, guys. Unfortunately, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. By the way, Greg Popovich's wife passed away yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. And condolences to him and his family. It's always sad when something like that happens, but I'm glad that the NBA is actually showing their support for one of the better head coaches of all time, if not the best. So, it's unfortunate, but it's a part of life, man. Only way I'm okay with Kawhi trade is if Bron and PG 100% are coming as well. I agree. And the only way that trade actually goes through is if some sort of, underground conversation goes on between Magic and them, and they have that in the works already. So yeah, I agree with you. Damn, Dan, we went from having nothing to having a bunch of potential players in 1 year. Wow, exactly. And that's why Magic and Rob deserve all the credit in the world. I think they are, GM and president of basketball operations of the year, bro. I feel like they were the best ones, and I'll be dropping a video about that. Probably, if not this week, next week. I'm going to make time for it. But of the top 5 winners in this year's NBA draft, right? And I think you guys know who number 1 is. So, but yeah, I'll tell you guys why I feel like the Lakers have won not just the draft, but the future, And, of course, we have to give credit to Ryan West, which is Jerry West's son, who's also a scout for us. And, the whole department, they've been putting in work for years. Let's not forget they were doing it with the Clarkson getting steals. Clarkson was the 46th pick. Larry Nance was a late first-round pick as well. So we're getting great value for our draft picks. And like I said, if you guys drop a like in my draft video that I dropped a couple of days ago, then I'll definitely drop the sequel, which is who we should take with our 46th pick. There's definitely some talent back there as well. Jesse Bus and Jeannie Bus. Long time no see, Dan. Good to see you back. Good to see you back, bro. How you doing, Gus? Yeah, it feels like a while. It's only really been a week, man. Bleacher Report projected that Ingram, Kuzma, Hart, and a first-round pick trade package for Kawhi. That's way too much. I agree. Yeah, we're not giving up. No way. That's 3 of our core players. No way. I love Coach Walton's offense, Warrior style, baby. No comment. He loves Coach Walton's offense. We didn't have the personnel to run the Warrior style offense this year. Dan, what may we receive for the first, second round pick plus little thing? What may we receive? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even looked into that, bro. But good question, man. I don't know. I don't know what we could receive for that. I'm not sure if that's enough to get rid of Lil Dang. It might take a future first-round pick as well. We might not get nothing in return. I'll take a couple of more questions because I got to get off, guys. I got to go handle some errands, but I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys, man, just to get it off my chest because, like I said, every time Adrian Wojnarowski reports something, it's legit. So I will definitely be dropping another video soon to recap some more playoff talk, but I'm going to wait to see in which direction certain series go before I even drop that video. So, Dan, do we have to move Dang to be able to afford Kawahi, Bron, and PG? Yes, unless you let go of Randall, and you don't sign him or nothing. So pretty much, yeah, you'd have to trade Lil Dang, but you could also stretch him. So we have options. I wouldn't give away more than one of our good young pieces and a pick for Kawhi. That is fair. I agree with you, but the Spurs are not going to see it that way. They're going to want 2 of our core pieces and maybe still a draft pick or 2. So, I mean, you're always trying to milk it. When you have a superstar, you're going to try to milk it for as much as possible. Of course, the only way we execute any trade is if Kawhi agrees to an extension with us before the trade happens, or if they do a sign and trade or something like that. You said, Dan, how would you rank the top free agents that are most likely Laker bound? Ha. You guess what my next video is going to be, so I'm saving it for my video, bro. I'd rather give it to you in a well, pretty presented platter. So I'll serve it to you in a nice dish, bro. It's coming up. But thanks for the question. Thomas, man, there's always somebody that has to guess what my next video is going to be, but that just shows how knowledgeable you guys are. You guys are asking the same questions that I'm trying to answer. So appreciate the comments, guys. One more question and I'm out, guys. So hit me and keep it locked right here. All things Lakers. I got you. Thanks for the update for sure, Thomas. Appreciate you, brother. One more question, man. He said, Dan, don't you think we sacrificed enough with D'Lo, Clarkson, and Nance to put us in position to not trade Ingram and Lonzo? Well, here's the thing. Lil Dang is still on the books. So, again, don't see it as sacrificing so much as sabotage. Like Mitch and Jim sabotaged us to the point where those picks we were going to have to give up. Those players we were going to have to give up. So pretty much all I got to say is it's almost over. We might have to sacrifice one more player in order to get these superstars, but that whole having to give up too many pieces of the young core, it's almost over. As soon as we land superstars, it's a wrap. That's going to be whoever's left on the roster is going to be a part of the future for years and years to come. Very similar to how the Warriors have now kept Draymond and Clay and Curry and all these pieces, right? So we're trying to find our Draymond, our Clay, and our Curry to add to the pieces we're bringing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm excited. I'm also very nervous because I don't want to give up Kuz, don't want to give up Ingram, and I prefer not to give up Lonzo as well. So, it's going to be a gut check, a gut punch if we do have to give up one or two of those players. And I hope it doesn't happen. But whatever happens, in Magic we trust, man, and Rob is doing a great job. So I can't wait to see what they build for the future. I know it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. And like I said, if you guys want that sequel, that second round pick list, my top 5 players to take with that second round pick. Go ahead and drop a like on that other video as well. And if we get to 300, I think we're already halfway or more than halfway there. We get to 300, I'm dropping that ASAP. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it, man. Much love, Laker Nation. Let's get it. Let's get it this summer, guys. Big time. Peace out.